Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're on the north spawn of Redshire. Now, this one says Blackjack on the side, and if I'm not mistaken, that flag is Dutch. It might be. I'm not that hot on flags, but I certainly think it is. And the name of the commander is Delano's Hero. Okay, now he's moving just within the dip at the moment. The dip's that little area in grid square A3, a little sort of like hollow which is protecting him from enemy fire, and he's extended his aim and he's looking directly at the area where the enemy would normally spawn, where the enemy Arty would be located. And he's looking for any sign that the enemy's there, any tracer. No, he's decided he's going to look at the hill because a T-67's been detected on top, as well as a Panzerselbstvertreter 4. Say, there's his round out on the death toaster, and it's a kill shot! 115 hit points, beautiful shot. That's a good start to the game. Now, he's got a 17.2 second reload, and the T-67 goes down to the Chaffee. Well, no, it went down to the IKV, actually, funnily enough. Right, he's showing a 17.2 second reload. Normal reload for any M44 base reload would be 22 seconds. But with a rammer and good crew, you can knock that down to 17.2, or in fact, actually, some people get it as low as 16.5 seconds, which means you're firing around, 4 times a minute. Very effective. Can pump out a lot of damage with an M44. That's why so many people who play Arty love it. Type T-34, Tier 5 Chinese. He's on the move, so he's going to have to lead him. No, he's decided to go for the VK3001. He's going to have to lead this one as well, round out. Oh, it stopped. Oh, that's a pity. Got a splash for 10 hit points, but unfortunately he stopped and he didn't get the full force of the explosion, but he's tracked at the moment. And I'm pretty sure he's going to start moving, but he's unsighted, so we can't hit him. Nope, no joy there. I think he's already moved on, actually. I'm pretty sure. And we just lost the Type T-34, and we've seen that Panzer IV-H and the KVA-1S, so the enemy are streaming through the east side of the map. Okay, fired a round in there. Oh, that was a bit long. And the Type T-34's gone down. Now, the VK's making his way up that hill. And there's the enemy M44. Now, what's he doing over here? He's going to die if he does that. Round out. That's a kill. 280 hit points. He made a fatal error. Not only was he seen, but he stopped. Once you're seen, you don't stop where you can actually be taken out. That is a very silly thing to do. Now, okay, we're looking for a Panzer IV. He fires a round in, but I'm not sure if he actually did anything. Now he's scrolling the mouse. He'd do a lot better if he used his right-hand mouse key on the mini-map, and then he could look straight at the target straight away. Wouldn't have to keep scrolling the mouse at all. Okay, Stug 3, round out. Should be right on. Yes, it is! 87 hit points, another kill. That brings his number of kills up to 3. He's doing very nicely here. Okay, KV-85 sitting on the east side of the map in that pass, round out. Direct hit! Well, he hit it. He got him. So, we'll just have to wait and see how much damage he did. But there's the Panzer IV. He's been seen again, climbing the hill, but we just lost him. He's somewhere on that hill. He's fired a round in anyway. He's got plenty of ammo. 27 rounds to go. And there's the KV-1S. He just keeps creeping up the hill, having a look and then popping back down again. I think he's more scared of the sheer number of tank destroyers who are sitting up on top of that hill. Okay, Delano's trying to line him up for a shot. Fires a round in. Gets a direct hit. No explosion, so he got him as well. Just don't know how much damage. Okay, an AMX CLC has been spotted on the opposite hill. And they just lost the IKV. There's the LC. He's trying to back away. Fires a round in on that. And he kills him! ELC's gone down. That's a good shot. That's his 4th kill. Okay, KV-85 has come up the hill this time. And that could be a very bad move. There's the KV-1S as well. Okay, Delano's loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit right to the rear. 180 hit points. 2 critical hits. The KV-85 is taking fire. And he's gone. So he's picked up all the stun assist on that one. And the other KV-1S is backing down the hill. And that's going to be absolute madness. And that's a kill shot. 102 hit points. Beautifully shot. Right into him. He was just backing away down the hill. Worst thing you can do. You're really slow in reverse. And you just made yourself an easy target for an M44. Okay, now we're 2 tanks up on the enemy. All of the enemy have been seen. Just don't know where they are at the moment because there's no sightings. The M4 and T67 are going round the top of the map to come down on the east side. But there's the Jagdpanzer. And he has been hit. Let's have a look. Or is he? No. He has now. 195 hit points off that one. I thought for a second he had been hit because actually he was just poking up the bushes. And I thought the bushes made it look as if he'd had yellow stains on him from the HE hits. But in actual fact, no, he hadn't been hit, but he had been hit by that round. Now, Panzer IV-H, very weak armour on these, so if Delano gets him, he's probably toast. Oh, 256. He is so lucky that that was a splash and not a direct hit. If that had been a direct hit, that he wouldn't have survived, but he has gone down now. The M4 managed to get him. Right now, the enemy's down by 3 tanks now. They've got an Arty, which is a Griller, a Tier 5 SPG. They've got a Type 58, a Jagdpanzer 4, and the last one's an Excelsior, but he's a noob. And he was last seen on the east side of the map. Now, I suspect he's still on the east side, and if that M4 and T67 come across him, I don't think he'll survive very long. Very weak side armour, the Excelsior. Good front armour if you can beat face on enemy front on, but the trouble is if you're up against a T67, an M4 and an M44 at the back of the map firing into you, you're not going to last long at all. Okay, they're not moving forward, so we don't know what's on the other side of the hill. Not yet. We need the T67 to go over the top of the hill to get a sighting. There's the Jagdpanzer 4. Okay, going around the dip next to the castle in the moat. Unfortunately, because of the that rock that's in the way, he needs to reposition in order to fire at the Jagdpanzer. That's it. That's better. Now he can do it. He's extending his aim, but unfortunately the Jagdpanzer is in the moat, so we can't get a shot at him, not unless he comes out of the moat. And the VK is going after him. Unfortunately, the VK took a big hit there, and he's gone. But the Jagdpanzer was hit, and there's the Excelsior. He's come around this side of the map, dialing in the aim. Let it settle, and that's it. Round out. Direct hit. 228 and 3 critical hits. Now I suspect that that actually did hit the rear of the Excelsior. Unfortunately though, we just lost the IKV. Round out on the Excelsior. Oh, went right over his head. He went right over his turret. Now that Jagdpanther's still in the dip, and I think he knows that as well. The Excelsior would be the best target because you can splash him to death. You only need to get the round nearby, and that's exactly what happens. The M41 splashes the Excelsior, which means that there's only the Type 58 and the Jagdpanther left on the enemy side. And I don't think the Jagdpanther wants to come out of that dip, but we can hit that Type 58. Oh, he just took the M4. Now, 2 Arty, a tank destroyer and a heavy against the tank destroyer and a medium. And unfortunately, the Churchill's taking a lot of fire from that Type 58. T67 needs to get onto him quick, but he's down the other end of the map. This is going to be very, very awkward. Can he get a fine solution on that Type 58? Difficult one, rounds out. Direct hit, 250 hit points. He does it. He must have set fire to him because he only got 32 hit points off the actual hit itself. Off the fire. 250 from the hit and then 32 from the fire. But the Churchill's gone down. Now the Jagdpanzer is making a move. He fires around where he thinks it's going to be, but no joy. So it's just the T67 and he's now making a move on the Jagdpanzer 4. There he is, but he's unfortunate because he's in just in the edge of the hill. It's going to be a difficult shot. Round out. Kill shot! 9 hit points. Ends the game. The T67 dealt with the gorilla. And Delano has ended the game by taking, not only getting a Top Gun as well, but killing the last remaining enemy. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Well, it's an ace tanker for Delano Hero in the M44. He also picked up a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18 in that battle. 18! That's a huge number. He did set fire to that Type 58 when he blew it up. So he got an Aslains badge. And he got a Gore's Medal because he did more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And on top of that, he picked up a high caliber because he actually dealt the most damage in the battle of overall. At least 20% of the enemy hit points and some over 1,000 hit points. And because he got more than 6 kills, he got a Top Gun. In fact, he was one kill short of getting a Radley Waters, which would have been very nice. But 7 just shows how on the ball he was on that battle. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, top of the table, 2,398 hit points overall. Top of the table when it comes to kills. And top of the table when it comes to base XP of 1,130. He fired 20 rounds, got 11 direct hits, 11 penetration and 4 splash damage. Did damage of 2,398 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 11 of the enemy but killed 7 of them. He also did stun assistance of 666 hit points off 9 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 31,068 credits, and after ammunition resupply, which is really cheap for the 155mm howitzer, he still had 20,968 credits spare. And he received 1,130 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all he took away, I'm afraid. But I think that was a really good battle. He really showed how the M44 can sing and really put punishment into the enemy if you know what you're doing. And Delano Hero certainly does in the M44. So well done. And if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.